Truth is, we are going to discuss it, but only because it's such a particular moment in this whole campaign. And let's get one thing clear. I don't want Drake to drop a flop album. I want Iceman to be great. You know, obviously I have my own standards to which I think it would meet that. I'm sure everyone has their own particular things that they would want or expect or desire from that project in itself. You know, for me though, it always takes me back to that video I made about 6 years ago where I compared Drake to LeBron. You know, talent, celebrities, you know, people of recognition and fame that seem to champion the spectacle more than the actual execution, you know, where other artists choose to just roll out things and just say, here it is, here's my work, here's what I love, and here's my passion. He chooses to kind of more or less dress it up for us and put us in a position where it's kind of like almost like that artist that says like, oh, well, look how hard I worked on this. Clearly it must be amazing. And, you know, unfortunately, it doesn't always necessarily work that way. And for me, at least, Drake still seems to be testing the waters on something that at his stage of his career, you know, I think he's milking this. I think now we're in the middle of his campaign, and I think that's fine. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. I like the concept of the ice block. I think it's vague. I think it's mysterious. I think it adds a lot of intrigue to what he's got going on. I noticed there was not a lot of traction online today. A lot of people weren't talking. A lot of people weren't saying nothing. You know, for me, it always goes back to, do I want to be sitting here talking about anything besides the music? And so you can show me all the ice you want. You can put velociraptors flying in the sky on purple clouds and but for me, it's always going to come down to the music and whether it executes and delivers or whether it falls short. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can make us jump through as many hoops as you want. Once we get the music, that's really what's going to be what the tall tale sign is. Now, I will say, I thought it was odd that Drake would put in an installation and fans would go to destroy it because one, okay, I'll tell you what I see. I see fenced environment. I see security. I see what seems to me like paid people that knew with confidence, I can go and put flame to this ice. I can put a whatever to this knife. I can put, you know, a meat cleaver to the whatever. I could put a flamethrower to this knife. Like they had flames. I don't know what the rules are in Toronto for weapons. Okay, I don't know. I have a flamethrower at a art installation. I question one, who gave the green light for that to be okay? And then I think, oh, well, that must be a pre-established term. People can come here and destroy this with weapons. It doesn't seem logical that this wasn't, I don't even want to say it because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to shit on anything he does. Like I want the guy to roll out his thing May 15th, whatever. Like do your thing, bro. Like let's get it. But I'm not going to be misguided by side ventures and side hustles of, you know, trying to sell us on the experience that is Iceman, bro. Just drop the album. And that's fine. We got a date now. As you guys can see, you can see right there where the thing was. All you had to do, they probably already knew where the thing was. So for me, it's almost kind of like, all right, cool. So we have a decision. You're going to make a decision. You're going to make this big spectacle out of everything that's going on. And then, you know, build up the hype, but the hype doesn't make the music better. Only the music can make the music better. With that being said, Rambo Hustle with the Hip Hop Report. I guess we'll see what happens next.